Are you looking for the space heaters? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best space heaters on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. MVH Whole Room Heater. The heat from this little Vornado can feel like a form of magic, spooky action at a distance. The MVH is remarkably quiet, a volume somewhere between a whisper and the rustle of a stream. At 6 feet, the breeze from its fan is barely perceptible. Not only does its chassis stay cool to the touch, you can rest a hand on its heat exhaust without pain. When I first turned it on, I suspected it might be broken. And yet within 15 minutes, a thermometer on my far back wall registered 5 degrees hotter, slightly higher than the thermometer right in front of the heater. See what I mean? Spooky. The magic, apparently, is a vortex action technology that sends out a column of gently spiraling warm air to bounce off walls and disperse, an explanation that sounds like marketing snake oil but whose results are measurable. While multiple Vornado heaters claim mastery of the vortex, the MVH offers the best mix of fast and even heating, simplicity, safety, and quietude. Number 2. Dyson Purifier Hot Plus Cool HP07. The HP07 isn't just a heater. It's an app-enabled air quality sensor, a HEPA and carbon air filter, a hydrometer, an actually accurate thermometer, a cooling fan, and, yes, a classic resistance heater. Like most Dyson fans, it looks like a droid without a face. The Dyson's actual fan is hidden in its base, pushing hot or cool air around the top loop and blasting it out using what Dyson proudly announces as jet engine technology. If you turn up the fan full blast, it'll sound like it. Other quirks include non-existent paper instructions, which are hidden instead in the settings function of a phone app. Dyson says this is to save the earth, though they could have first nixed the over-generous cardboard packaging. The US version of the device and phone app both lack temperature controls, so woe betide those who lose the Wii remote that affixes magnetically to the heater's top. Number 3. Delonghi Dragon Oil-Filled Radiator. Oil-filled radiators like this Dragon from Delonghi are a different beast from the resistive heaters on this list. The Dragon contains a reservoir of temperature-stable, diathermic oil that circulates within the radiator. The oil takes a little while to heat up, but when it does, the large thermal mass means that the heat radiated by the Dragon is stable and even. The Dragon is also a large device, 2 feet tall and more than a foot deep, and its entire surface gets quite hot to the touch. So why would you ever prefer it to a resistance heater like the others on this list? Silence, and evenness of heat. Aside from a somewhat irritating beepiness on the control panel, the Dragon is utterly silent while in operation. The temperature regulation on its thermostat ends up being quite accurate, though it may take more than an hour to stabilize its gentle heat all over the room. But when it's stable, it's stable. Anecdotally, oil-filled radiators also seem to dry out the air less than a fan-blowing ceramic. But especially, the Dragon's great for bedtime. Number 4. Dreo Smart Wall-Mounted Heater with ALCI plug. A cold bathroom in the morning feels cruel and unnecessary. But a space heater on the floor can feel reckless in a room with a bathtub. A fixed wall unit, mounted away from the shower, is a more credible solution to early morning shivers. This slim-profile Dreo offers IP24 certification against splashes, plus the same ALCI plug you'll find on your hairdryer to prevent shocks. The heater's app-enabled smart function means you can turn the heater on from the warmth of your bed, and bask in the glow of a warm bathroom by the time you arrive. It's also great for your home's other cool spots that lack convenient floor space. The wall-mounted Dreo heats a mid-sized room within 15 minutes, though even heat distribution depends strongly on central wall placement. Other helpful phone app features include usage tracking over time, Alexa voice compatibility, and button push calibration of the thermostat. Number 5. Lasko Ellipse Ceramic Tabletop Heater. This little ceramic number from Lasko was the space heater I kept reaching for while testing dozens of other space heaters. It's not the most obvious choice, it doesn't heat a room evenly, its grill surface gets wackily hot, and the thermostat is an inside joke. I'm not sure I'd run it near babies or small dogs. And yet I still kept voting for it with my cold feet. Why? Because this little thing can radically change my whole experience of life within about 15 seconds of being turned on. It brings the heat, as they say, though mostly within an 8-foot radius. Within that manifold, it's like living inside a hairdryer, which is more pleasant than it sounds. You're warm and lovely from your heart cockles to your cankles. Number 6. Dreo Solaris 718. I have mixed feelings about tower heaters. In theory, towers are great because they're tall and people are tall, and so the heat they release is closer to our heads. But in practice, heat rises all by itself, and compact heaters with the same power work just as well. Meanwhile, towers topple easily, their tall silhouette makes them conspicuous in a room, and they can be more difficult to clean. But this low-key conical Dreo Solaris 718 has won me over a bit, despite its non-zero resemblance to a Dalek from Doctor Who. It's among the most wondrously silent heaters I tested, nearly inaudible at its lowest setting and still restrained at full steam. So far, it's also free from cheaper oscillating heaters' tendency to groan or squeak while rotating from side to side. Number 7. Vornado Sensa Cribside Heater. Okay, so this thing's sold as a space heater for baby rooms, a category of thing I find a little iffy. Federal experts advise against leaving space heaters unattended in rooms with sleeping infants. And yet, this Sensa is nonetheless one of my favorite space heaters I've come across this year. 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. Why? Because aside from being quiet and effective, it comes with an ingenious feature I want to see from more space heaters, an external temperature sensor that is not housed inside the space heater, inches from a very hot heating element. This external sensor means the Sensa's thermostat is accurate within a single degree Fahrenheit, a feat not managed by almost any space heater I've tested that isn't a large, $700 Dyson. It's silly that we've all come to accept that space heater thermostats are terrible. No one would ever measure a building's temperature from inside the boiler room, let alone the boiler itself.